fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the New York Jets. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. Down the numbers. There he goes. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Josh Hill. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Ready? 10-2 start. Go. Get it.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Marino to throw. Going up top. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Marino to throw on 3rd. And he connects with Ertz. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 42. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. Now Marino. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Marino looks to toss it again. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
At the Raiders' 1-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Mike. Switch. Go on. Go.
This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Peyton Barber, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point good by Prater, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. 8-3.
54 now. Let's pick it up. It's out time, guys. Out time.
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
15 line. 15 line.
First down, Raiders.
Here we go. Let's bring it.
Rock it.
A play fake. Now Kelly airing it out deep for Smith. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go. 10 Lobo. Ready.
Watch the pass.
Looking to throw on second down. Marino. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will get it at their 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Well, that's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back, part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Hey, echo.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. From the gun, Kelly. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd and 10. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And Marino's throw there incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Look at me. Go.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Gets past him at the 10. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Hey, lock it.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. 2nd and 6 just inside the 30.
Blue draw, Corker. 5.
Saquon Barkley running right. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff here to his running back. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35-yard
Here
line.
we go. 15-1. 15-9.
Championship, baby.
Get it.
On 2nd and 12, Kelly. Right side catch. This is Gates. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
To throw on 3rd down, Kelly looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
30 base.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
To throw is Kelly. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the gun, it's Kelly. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct. And what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
Shedding the tackle and shedding his way forward. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here.
Mike, 53.
2nd and 10, Marino once more. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and they're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
To throw is Kelly. Throwing on 3rd and long. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence, that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. That coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us where they actually have a chance to come all the way.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Melvin Ingram, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw, Kelly. Smith catches left side. That one good for 26 and a first down. Now a first down throw, Kelly. Going to throw right side here, complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Come on, set. 10 logo. 54. We got.
Jet 3.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Let's go.
A first down carry for Barkley. Dre Kirkpatrick, the cornerback, up to make the stop. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now Saquon Barkley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They go play action here on first down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Melvin Ingram, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense under pressure again, and down he goes again. Give the sack to Blake Martinez.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over first and 10. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Marino sets up. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Barber on first and 10. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Switch go, go. Shift. Let's go.
On second and 2, Marino. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. From 10 yards out. And the Jets will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
At the 39-yard line.
On the
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Deep grip.
Now it's Marino. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Man open. That's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Watch out.
Here's the option going left. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That was a safety blitz by Eric Weddle.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Another try after the first down sack. Kelly throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Kelly, now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Raiders on the move, a couple of big plays in succession.
Slant.
On first down, it's Kelly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, this Raiders and Jets contest is a part of the NFL 100 series. And a little history lesson, back in November of 1968, there was a game between these two teams where the Raiders scored 2 touchdowns in the final minute to win. And actually, coverage was broken away from that game on the East Coast to show the movie Heidi. So a lot of the Jets fans missed the Raiders' comeback. You can imagine some saddened faces when they took the rubber bands off their newspapers the next morning on the East Coast. But don't worry, folks, we will not be interrupting this broadcast to show the movie Heidi. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. It's a quarterback sneak. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Kill.
Now it's Barkley. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
General West. 5.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Blake Martinez, the NFC's leading tackler a year ago, in on the stop. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Now Kelly. From the gun, he'll throw. Finds his target. It's Gates. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line.
Ready, set.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm going to run you over.
Get.
They'll run with Barkley. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
80 weapons. Snap.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 23.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these shoes.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Bravo. Blue draw quarters.
54. Mike 54. Pick it up. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Kelly now throwing on 4th down. Caught by Gates, left side. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now he dumps this off over the middle and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Ready.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown.
Big Ed.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
On 2nd and goal, Kelly, his pass caught at the 4. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders get a score closer. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They can now enjoy the final stages of this one. A very convincing win. I don't know what was said in the locker room, but whatever it was, it worked pretty well.
It certainly did, and it's probably a capper to everything that was said during the week, because they go over every eventuality. I mean, you know how coaches are. They want to cover every minute detail, all the way up to how much time does it take to walk from the locker room to the field, you name it. And when it all comes together and results in a victory, everyone feels pretty good about that.
Well, the I's were dotted, the T's were crossed in this one for them. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And Marino going to throw despite the late lead. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now Marino on 1st down. Trying for the tight end. Ertz, and it's intercepted. Christian Jones the one who picked it. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. He has been interception prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is, you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Kelly to throw again. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The Raiders on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Now Kelly. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Kelly to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
Here we go.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for the Jets, the win is a good one for morale, but little else as they move to 3-8. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they lose their 9th game on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what?